Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Kerbal Space Program. My name is Lemorack. And today I'm finally going to try and knock out that Explore the Moon contract. Not going with the space station just yet, but developments have happened in my career mode where I believe that I can now do this. You'll notice that we have a land on the moon parameter for this contract and a return to Kerbin from the surface of the moon parameter for this contract. Now, if you're thinking, that you can do this just by doing what Apollo did, there's a catch. When it says return to Kerbin from the surface of the moon, what it means is that the vessel that landed on the moon has to come back. And keep in mind that this has never actually happened in real life, right? Like the actual spaceship, the lunar landing module, they just called it the lunar module in the end, that landed on the moon, half of it is still there on the moon and half of it is still out in space. It never actually returned. The return capsule is the one that returned. So I'm going to have to figure out a way to fix this. Now, since the physics in Kerbal Space Program are not quite as unforgiving as they are in real life, I probably could just, reattach the landing module and bring it back with maybe some added extra parachutes onto the side. I'd honestly rather not risk it, just because, in this hard career mode, there's no flight reverting, and I don't really have the money right now to perform test flights. So instead what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this part of the mission using a probe. You can see it right here. This is the probe that we're going to land on the moon. It's got a couple of science experiments on there. It's got an autopilot. It's got a bunch of antennas and some lander legs and a small engine. All this has to do is land on the moon, go back up, dock with the spaceship, and then this is light enough that I believe it will survive re-entry attached to this baby. So, with that being said, we've got our crew of Jeb and Bob all ready to perform this historic flight. The Mun probe carrier is ready to go. Well, moon probe. Okay. So that was weird. Apparently we just immediately started by blowing up. I imagine the lander legs that I built for the recoverable rocket were not strong enough. So here's how we're going to fix this. Let's go into structural and then unlock the launch stability assisters. Let's put like 4 of them around here, like that, and then give them their own. They have to activate simultaneously with that. There, that should keep our, and that means that we can actually just start with these retracted. There we go. Save it. Crew is still good. Crew is still good. Let's go. Okay, so we're ready to start our flight. Turn that on. Turn that on. Turn that on. Turn that on. And away we go. So the plan is to use this recoverable rocket on the bottom to launch us up to a apoapsis above 70,000 meters. And then recover it, use the rest to get into orbit. Same as we do with all the satellites that we launch. All right, gravity turn. Come on. Come on, 70. Come on, 70. 64. There we go, 70. All right, perfect. It's nice and high. Okay, so now disengage. There we go. Decouple it, and then we rotate this back the direction. Now I get to showcase the trajectory mod that I got. Alright, there we go. Gotta activate my fuel reserves. Oh crap, 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 crap. Didn't take off, but shoot. Well, that sucks. I'll waste a bit more fuel to try and get us back to KSC. Really shouldn't, though. There, that'll do. Alright, now we switch back to the carrier. Apologize for the darkness, by the way. We get fuel left over in this stage for TLI, that'd be wonderful. If not, then I'm pretty sure that the CSM can do it. 1800 meters per second should be plenty. Now remember, the magic number we're looking for here is 2300 meters per second. That should be roughly the speed that it takes to get into orbit. And the magic number up here that we're looking for the periapsis height is 70,000 meters or higher. $1,800, $1,900, 2,000. Alright, now I'm watching this one. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. Almost perfect circular orbit. Back to you. Alright, let's orient this guy for landing. Oh, geez. 237 units of liquid fuel. I'm so scared that's not going to be enough. Okay. We are coming straight down, though, and it looks like we're going to land right next to KSC, so that's good. Gives us a better shot. Atmospheric drag should slow the rocket down to about 250 meters per second. I'm not a fan of having to do this in the dark. Not a fan of that one bit. My eyes are gonna have to jump in between the visuals and the altitude velocity meter. Oh dear. All right. Coming in. Suicide burn distance is under 10,000 meters. Looks like we're going to land on the slope too, so that's wonderful. Alright, I'm going to drop the landing legs. Got to be extremely careful with when I use my fuel, because I have very little of it left. So I'm just going to hit the maximum thrust button as soon as this goes down to 0. Let's do it now. Oh wow. Yeah, that really would have worked if I had just given it a little more time. Holy smokes, I did not think that was going to work. Whew! Okay, so we got the rocket. Recover that baby. How much should we get for that? 24,000. That's half the price of the whole ship. So that's pretty good. Okay, now on with the rest of the mission. Always happy when that stuff works out. And sooner or later, once I figure out how MechJeb works, I'm probably going to start programming it to do that. Don't need the ion scanner anymore. Moon's over there. We're over here. Alright, switch to stage view. 281 meters per second delta V is not going to be nearly enough. And I'm foreseeing another problem here too. Namely that this is a very complicated docking maneuver I have to perform in between the translunar injection burns, but whatever, we'll solve it. So for now, just flip over to prograde. Let's do a full burn. Alright, so there's our probe. Gotta go pick it up. This piece of junk could move out of the way, that'd be wonderful. Come on now. Is that thing stuck to me now? Alright, hang on. We're gotta work fast here. Okay. Push this out of the... No, can't push it out of the way. Eh. Oh, for the love of... Alright. I guess we're improvising then. Yeah. We'll just continue the burn like this. I mean, what's the worst that can happen, right? We are technically attached to the... Oh, shoot. No, 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 no. I need that. This is already turning out wonderfully. Get over there and pick that probe up. All right, we got it. Let's hope I didn't lose too much time. I kind of did, but this may still work. Now that I think about it, I don't actually have to do this manually anymore, right? We have course plotting. Whatever. All right. Let's See how good a periapsis I can get here. $200, $100, $1,800's good. It looks like we still got plenty of fuel left. So now we just kind of drift over there. Hey, Moon. I'm also remembering that I did not pack supplies for these guys. They've got 14 days before they starve. Shouldn't actually take that long. Alright. Almost at periapsis. Oh, okay. Might have sped up a bit too far there. Not crashing, are we? No, okay, good. Camera flipped, I assume that... No, it's because we're on an escape trajectory. Alright, here we go. Check it out. I don't think we've been this close to the moon in this career mode yet. Alright, so we're looking for a periapsis height roughly equal to this one. There we go. That'll do. Small circular orbit. Shouldn't be here too long. Now all we gotta do is try to land the probe. Probe is autonomous. Should be just fine. It's got his own little engine. Can unset this target. Please unset this as target. No, target the moon. No, whatever. Let's turn the SAS on. And let's try to land. Alright, we want roughly half of our fuel left over by the time this landing is finished. I'm now remembering that comm signals are also a thing. So let's hope I can do this before the signal runs out. Oh yeah, hey, I'm an idiot. Got 4 antennas on this baby, it's the whole reason. Okay, so what I'm going to try to do this time is the same thing I did last time. I'm going to try and do the suicide burn thing. Just hit maximum thrust as soon as this gets close to 0. That's how we save the most fuel. Although, at the rate that the ground is approaching, I feel like doing it. No, it slows down pretty quickly, so we should be fine. I already wasted a ton of fuel by doing that. So let's see. Yep. Should have had this on surface speed. Dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Alright. Good job, physics. It's okay, we can land with 3 legs. Did that count as a landing? Look at that, it did. Okay. I'm actually, you know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking we just roll with this. Let's just get back into orbit now. While we still have fuel. Don't think we quite have the speed needed to get there, but we'll give it a shot. Darn it, I pushed the wrong button. Shoot. That may have cost us our orbit. I pushed T instead of Z. Operating on a stupid Hungarian keyboard. Y's in the wrong place. Alright, nope, we got an orbit. Okay. I wonder if I can also use what's left of the fuel supply to sort of bring it closer. Otherwise, it's going to have to be the carrier that does the docking. It's going to be the carrier that has to do the docking anyway because it's the only one with RCS thrusters, but I was hoping that the probe could kind of rendezvous with it. We're also not bringing back scientific data from the surface of the moon, which was something I planned, but that's fine. We'll do that next time. Alright, there we go. Flip over to anti-normal. That's pretty close. Alright, so the rest is going to be a rendezvous and docking maneuver with the rest of these guys. Not particularly interesting. See you in a sec. Alright, we're speeding up towards it. And by speeding up, I mean accelerating time. Almost got it. Come on. All right, pick it up. Just pick it up. Slow down. Clink. There we go. All right, let's retract these antennas. And then since I couldn't get myself a any surface data, we're just going to settle for data from up here. Take some temperature readings, take some pressure readings, take a crew report. Already did that. Okay. Let's do some EVA reports. Let's maybe do one orbit. Pick up as much as we can. This was the lowlands. Okay, let's pick up one from the midlands. We'll let Bob do the next one. See what other... Did we have mid... I think I missed out on the midlands. We're not going to stay out here for long, though, because we're running low on supplies. Okay, we got some midlands. Let's get an EVA report from here. So you can probably tell I'm now in the... Oh, we already have that. All right, it's the lowlands we don't have. I'm in the phase where I'm once again worried about... Oh, there was the lowlands. Missed it. Crackling means that we have now lost signal. We've flown behind the moon. Oh, midland crater, lowland, EV8. Let's get this now. All right. Really? Back in the midlands, darn it. Flew over it. Highlands, already got that one. Something there I missed. Okay, now we got lowlands. Let's do this quickly. Darn it, where'd you go? Really? We already have the lowlands too. Huh. Guess it's just craters then that we don't have. Let me review these actually. Review stored data. Midlands, got that. Lowlands. We don't have highlands. Jeez. Alright. Never mind. Oh, Northwest Crater. Pick that one up. Back over the lowlands again. Well, alright, that concludes our orbit. So I guess now we just fly back home. Hopefully. If we can just get this probe back within the atmosphere, we will be good. Alright. We can turn RCS off now. Don't need that. Got our probe, right? Totally got our probe. Now let's just hope that our delta V is enough. It really should be. Okay. No idea what he said. Alright. Now we flip over to retrograde. And hope that 600 meters per second of delta V is enough. It should be. That would, slow us down to 0. And we only need to get down to 35,000 meters. Up, up. Actually, I think I can use this. Oh, darn it. Crap. Sped up very quickly. Alright, that helped us a bit. Moon slowed us down. So, here we go. Below 1 million meters. 1,000 meters. Yeah, 1 million meters. 1,000 kilometers. Okay. Decrease a bit slower now. That's our trajectory meter, huh? Okay. 47, 35. There we go. Where's that going to land us? It's going to land us somewhere over there. That's fine. Perfectly fine. Now we just float on home. And then the last big moment of... there it is. The last big moment of tension is going to be... Will the probe survive? Was the point of this whole mission after all. It's bringing a vessel back from the surface of the moon. Landing was a bit clunky. Alright. At least we're landing in the light this time. Or are we? We will. We definitely will, because I'm still going to use what's left in the fuel tank to slow us down before I jettison it. There we go. Shouldn't be too much. And there we go. There we go. Rest is up to physics. Oh dear. Okay, it missed us. It missed us. We're good. We're good. It was up to physics so far too, but... We should be landing in the... Nope, we're not. We're landing on land. I was hoping we would land in the water. That would be much better. There goes the engine block. Or the service module, rather. Bits of it are blowing up. It'll burn up eventually. It doesn't have a heat shield. I do. Alright, let's speed this up. And it looks like the body of the re-entry capsule is protecting the probe, which is what I was hoping would happen. Yep, and look, it survived. Now, the last big question is going to be, will it survive? Will these parachutes slow it down enough? I know these parachutes will slow down just the pod, but with the added weight of the probe, might be too heavy. We'll see. There's one more little thing I'm actually going to do this right now just to decrease our weight a bit more. I'm going to jettison the heat shield. And there it goes. Fun little physics problem. Count the amount of seconds it falls and figure out how high we are. That wasn't hitting the ground yet. There you go. Speed us back up again. 5.6. We're good. We're yeah, easily. Still got a good 750 meters to fall, but we're going to be able to recover a probe that landed on the moon. No small feat. And then hopefully next time I can actually start a real moon mission. With the science we get now, I should be able to unlock some of those larger CSM parts. It's going to be well worth it. All right. Set her down nice and gently. Like a butterfly. Recover. Now let's see what we get for this. 5,000 funds back, so in total that's 20,000 funds that we spent on this whole mission. Because we recovered 25 from the landed rocket, we got 5,000 now. Whole vessel cost about 50,000, I think, but we got a lot of money for it. Got some experience, which is good. Let's take a look at the contracts. 74,000 for completing the Explore the Moon bit. Landed on the surface, performed a spacewalk in orbit of the moon, returned home from the surface of the moon. And yeah, there's the contract payout. Sweet. No, this is the contract payout. Explore the moon. 94,000. It's a lot of cash we got there. And that's good. Now let's take a look at the science. I forgot to check how much we have. 129 science, which is not enough to unlock another technology. But that's okay. We'll just have to do that next time. I wonder which technology I want, though. Now that I have the ability, I've upgraded the tracking station, that means I can finally start doing rescue missions. Since I can plot whatchamacallits. Rendezvous. There you go. That's what they're called. They're called rendezvous. We got Irmal and Lisa. Wow, that's a surprisingly normal name. That name is so normal that I want to rescue you. Where are you? Stranded in low orbit. It's a lot of money for a low orbit rescue. Alright, sure. Low orbit. Sure. This is the easiest way to get new Kerbals, by the way. Forget, hiring them. Costs money when you can just go to the competition, right? Because apparently there are other space programs operating on Kerbin I don't know of. And they're launching astronauts into space, constantly losing them. So instead, just go pick them up, steal away the personnel of the opposition, and keep them for yourself. And since I can build recoverable rockets, I can do it practically for free, which is pretty neat, right? We'll do some of that next time. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed this. I'll see you next time.